Okay, see, this is next question. From the following information, prepare an estimate of working capital required to finance a level of activity of 3,12,000 units per annum, 52 weeks. So, in the bracket, it is already given 52 weeks means we have to go according to weeks. And how will you finance the working capital? See, how will you finance means MTBF method. So they are asking already, how will you finance the working capital means all three methods have to be applied. I will tell you here, we will assume we will take one more point, core current assets, GH. So we will assume H point also here so that I can make you understand. Okay. See, raw material is 90 per unit, wages 40 per unit. Overheads are divided into three parts: manufacturing, administrative, selling. So I hope you know selling and distribution overheads are not taken here. The total cost is 210, profit is 40, and selling price is 250. Raw material are held in stock for 4 weeks. Material in process 2 weeks, requiring 50% of wages and 40% overheads. See, 100% raw material, 50% wages, and 40% overheads. So you will have to take how much? 40% overheads. Okay. Finished goods remain in stock for a period of 4 weeks. Credit period allowed to customers is 8 weeks, but 20% of the invoice price is collected immediately, means cash sales. So we will consider only 80% of credit sales. Sorry, total sales का 80%. We will consider 80% of total sales. Next is time lag in payment of wages is 1.5 weeks and in overheads is 4 weeks. Credit available by suppliers is 4 weeks, but 20% of creditors are paid 4 weeks in advance. And last adjustment is bank balance is maintained at rupees 60,000. Okay, but here now you have to add one more point. So take out your notebooks. I will tell you how to add. Take out your notebooks. Write down illustration number 12. Illustration number 12. Write down.
Done, ma'am.
Yeah. Illustration number 12. Write down. One point is added in the question. Write down. One point is added in the question. So how many points are there? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So you have to write H. H. Core current assets are core current assets are 20 percentage. Core current assets are 20 percentage. That's it. Now we will do this sum. Start with your question. I mean solution. First, you have to make a working note. Okay. Before making a working note, you have to draw your lines. Start. Statement of working capital requirement. Statement of working capital requirement. You have to draw the columns, particulars, inner column and outer column. If you want to make a period, units and rate ka column, you can make it. Make according to your own convenience. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Now come to the next page. Write down working note number 1. Weekly production. Weekly production. So how much is your weekly production? How will you find weekly production?
My unit divide by 52 years, 52 weeks.
How many units are there? Look at this question. How many units are there? 3,12,000 units per annum. So you will divide this 3,12,000 by 52 weeks. So your answer will be
6,000, ma'am.
6,000 units per week. You have to write 6,000 units per week. So this is weekly production. Okay, according to this, you have to make like this way. You have to make your working note number 1. Okay, next, come to the next. Now come to the statement. Come to the statement. Now read first point. Raw material held in stock for period of 4 weeks. Tell me, this is my current asset or current liability?
Ma'am, current asset.
Okay, go to current assets. Tell me number of units. Just now we calculated number of units.
6,000, ma'am.
Very good, 6,000. Okay. What is my period for raw material held in stock for how many weeks?
4 weeks.
4 weeks. Very good. So multiplied by 4. And what is rate for raw material?
9090.
90. Very good. So it would be 6,000 into 4 into 90. So your answer will be
21 lakh 60,000.
very good. 21 lakh 60,000. See, you can verify it from here. 21 lakh 60,000 is correct. Okay. Next. Next adjustment is material remain in process for 2 weeks, requiring 50% of wages and 40% overheads. Huh? Remember 40%. So you have to make another working note. This was first working note. Now you will make second working note. What the working note will be? Stock of WIP. Stock of WIP. It is my current asset. Okay. Now you will take 100%. Tell me 100% of.
Raw material.
Very good. Next, you will take 50% of. Tell me 50% of.
Wages, ma'am.
Next. Yes. Next. Now you will take 40%. Always we take 50% of wages and 50% of overheads. But now in the question they say you have to take 40% of overheads. So accordingly we will go. 40% of overheads. Okay. Now, see here also. If you check here, stock of W. Okay, here they have directly. Yeah, here. See, see, 100% of raw material, 50% of wages, and 40% of overheads. But remember, overheads we will take only manufacturing and administrative. That's what I told you when I was reading the question. Selling overheads will not be taken here. Okay. I hope you understand. So tell me, what is the rate of raw material in the question? What is the rate of raw material?
9090, ma'am.
90.
90. So 100% of 90 will be 100% of 90 will
90.
be very good. So bracket close 90. The answer will be 90. Okay. Next. Next is
Wages 40,
50%.
ma'am.
Very good. 50%
50.
of
Of 40.
40. Very good. So 50% of 40 will be how much?
20.
20.
20. Very good. Next. Next is 40% of overheads. Now 40% of overheads. Overheads are divided into 3 parts. Look at this question. Overheads are divided into three parts: manufacturing, administrative, selling. We will not consider selling overheads. Okay, for working capital, selling overheads are not considered. Therefore, two overheads will be considered: manufacturing and administrative, 30 and 40. So here we will write manufacturing overheads. In the bracket, we will write 40 percentage of, what is the rate of manufacturing? 30. So I will write 40 percentage of 30. Can you tell me 40 percentage of 30 by using your calculator? 30 into 40 percentage. Is it 12?
Ma'am, 2.
Ma'am,
Yes,
12.
very good. And what about administrative overheads? What is the rate of administrative overheads? 40. Therefore, in the bracket, we will write 40 percentage of 40. In the bracket, we will write 40 percentage of 40. So what is
Ma'am,
40
16.
percentage of 40?
16.
16. Very good. So what will be my total? Can you tell me total?
Ma'am, 134. Yes, ma'am.
Total will be, okay, 134. Is it correct?
Ma'am, sorry, 138.
Okay, 138. Is it correct, everybody?
Yes, ma'am, 130. Yes, ma'am.
Everybody, please confirm. Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
138.
Yes, ma'am.
Now this is rate. Rate for stock of WIP. So come to the next. Come to the statement. Come to the statement. Write down stock of WIP in current assets. Stock of WIP in current assets. Write down how many units are there?
6,000, ma'am.
6,000.
What is rate? 138. 138. And how many weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. It is given in the adjustment. Yes. So what will be your answer? 6,000. Sorry, 6,000 into
16
16
138.
lakh 56,000.
16 lakh 56,000.
It would be 6,000 into 138 into 2 weeks. So 16 lakh 56,000. You can verify. Okay. Next. Next. Finished goods remain in stock for period of 4 weeks. Finished goods. So what rate we will take for finished goods? What rate we will take? We will have to make a working note of it.
Raw material.
Yeah. No, for finished goods, we don't take raw material, Satyam. What do we take?
Sorry, ma'am.
हाँ, तो क्या लेंगे? Stock of finished goods. What we will take? Cost of production, total cost. How we will calculate total cost? Can anybody tell me what all things we will consider for calculation of
Ma'am,
total
over
cost?
wages, raw material, overheads.
Very good. Wages, raw material and overheads. But here I have two overheads. One is manufacturing. Okay, one is manufacturing and the other one is administrative overheads. So all these things we will consider for calculation of total cost. Okay, tell me raw material per unit is 90, correct? Wages per unit is
40.
40.
40. Okay. Manufacturing overheads per unit was manufacturing overheads per
Ma'am,
unit
30.
30.
30.
Very
30.
good. And administration overheads per unit
40.
40.
40. Very good. So it is 40. So the total will be,
200.
yes, 200. Very good. So here I will write on the next line total. So my total will be, remember we will not consider selling overheads, huh? Selling overheads will not be considered. So for finished stock, units will be considered how much? Units are, tell me,
6,000.
6,000. What is the number of weeks?
4.
4 weeks. And what is the rate? Just now we
200.
calculated 200. Just now we calculated 200. So 6,000 into 200 into 4. 6,000
48
into
lakh,
200
ma'am.
into 4. 48 lakhs. Very good. See, you can verify 48 lakhs is our correct answer. Okay. Next. Next is credit allowed to the customers is 8 weeks, but 20% of the invoice price is collected immediately. So credit allowed to the customers. Customers means debtors. So for debtors, what rate will be taken? Which rate will be taken? For customers, debtors,
Selling price.
very good, selling price.
Selling
The
price, ma'am.
rate of selling price will be considered. Very good. Rate will be considered selling price, but here selling prices, see here selling price is 250, no? But we will not consider 250. We will not consider 250. 250 ka 80 percentage we will take. Why 80 percentage? Why 80? Because 20 percentage is cash sale.
Paid. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, already paid. Customer has already paid to us on the spot immediately. So invoice price means selling price. 20% of the selling price is collected immediately. So 80% will be taken. Write down. How many units? Debtors. Debtors is my current assets. Go to current assets. Write down debtors. Now tell me, how many units?
Ma'am, 6,000.
6,000.
6,000. How many weeks? How many weeks?
8 weeks.
8 weeks.
8 week, ma'am.
8 weeks. And rate? Rate?
Ma'am, 250 and 80%.
250 into
200.
80%. Very good.
Two-
250 into
200, ma'am.
80%.
200.
250, but you have to write, huh? 250 into 80% is equals to 200. You have to write this way. 250 into 80%. That is 200. So what all things you will multiply? 6,000 into 200 into 8. 8 weeks. 6,000 into 200 into 8 weeks. So what will be your answer for debtors?
96 lakhs.
Very good. 96 lakhs. Correct answer. Next. After debtors, we have time lag in payment of wages. This is my current liability or asset.
Liabilities, ma'am.
Current liability.
Very good. Go to current liability, write down outstanding wages. Leave few lines for current assets. Leave few lines for current assets. Now write down next heading, current liabilities. In current liabilities, first thing will be outstanding wages. Come on, tell me. For how many units?
Ma'am, 6,000.
6,000. Very good. Into how many weeks?
1.5 weeks, ma'am.
1.5. 1.5. Okay. What is the rate?
Ma'am, 4040.
40. Very good. 40. Wages rate is 40. It is given in the question. Look at the cursor. 40. So what are things will be multiplied? 6,000 into 40 into 1.5. What will be your answer?
3 lakh
3
60,000.
lakh 60,000.
Ma'am,
You can
3 lakh
verify.
60,000.
See, outstanding wages 3,60,000. Okay. Next. After outstanding wages, in the same statement, we have outstanding overheads also. Outstanding overheads is 4 weeks. So tell me, it is my current asset or liability?
Liabilities, ma'am.
Write down. Write down outstanding overheads. Outstanding overheads. How many units?
Ma'am, 6,000.
Very good.
6,000.
6,000 into how many weeks?
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
4 weeks into what is the rate?
Ma'am, 7070 na?
Very good. 70. Because we will take two things here. Manufacturing and administrative. So 30 plus 40. 30 plus 40. Two rates. Look at the cursor. 30 plus 40. 70. Because selling overheads will not be considered here. So 6,000 into 70 into 4. So what is the answer?
16,80,000.
Very good. Now see what they have done. 16,80,000 is their total answer. You have calculated both together. They have calculated separately. Manufacturing overheads 30 per unit, 6,000 units for 4 weeks. And administrative again 6,000 into 40 into 4 weeks. Okay. But here they have calculated selling overheads also. Okay, see, for outstanding we will calculate. If it is outstanding overheads, we will calculate selling overheads also. Okay, let us calculate for selling overheads also. Write down. Take all three, no? 30 plus 40 plus 10. How much it would be? 30 plus 40 plus 10. How much it would
80.
be? 80. So
80.
don't consider 70, consider 80. If it is outstanding overheads, then take all the overheads. Manufacturing, administrative, selling. Only for outstanding, you take all the overheads, okay? Only for outstanding, remember. So tell me the new answer, 6,000 into 80 into 4 weeks.
19,20,000.
Ma'am,
19
90
lakhs 20,000. Very good. Now, if you add all these three items, they have calculated separately. We have calculated all together. So if you multiply, sorry, if you add 7 lakh 20, 9 lakh 60, 2 lakh 40, it will be 19 lakh 20,000 only. So that's okay if you are going shortcut way. Okay, that's not wrong. Okay, in fact, you are doing in a better way. हाँ हमने इनफैक्ट उसको जल्दी कर लिया क्विक वे में ठीक है ना सो दैट्स नॉट रॉन्ग दैट्स ओके हैव यू ऑल अंडरस्टूड ओवरहेड्स पॉइंट
Yes, ma'am.
okay next point F credit available from suppliers is 4 weeks but 20% of the creditors are paid 4 weeks in advance. So 20% creditors are advance and 80% creditors are outstanding. Means they are going, I'm going to pay them later. But for 20% creditors, I had paid them in advance. So tell me, how will I do it? Can anybody tell me? For 80%, it is my current liability or current asset?
Ma'am, current liabilities and
Yes.
20%
Will
current
be my
asset.
current asset. Very good. 80% will be my liability. 20% is my current asset because I have paid them in advance, prepaid expenses. To my creditors, I paid them in advance. 20% creditors are paid in advance means I had paid them in advance. So it is my prepaid expense, no? It is my asset. 80% will be my liability. Why? Because I'm going to pay them after 4 weeks. So it is my liability. So first we will calculate liability. In sequence we will go. Credit available from suppliers is 4 weeks. So we will take 80% of what will be the rates that is to be considered here?
9090, ma'am.
Very good. Raw material. Because from creditors we take raw material. We purchase, we buy raw material. So raw material 90 per unit will be considered for creditors. But here 90 rupees will not be considered current liability. Out of 90, we will consider 80%. Write down. How many units? Write down in the liabilities. Creditors. Creditors. Write down how many units?
72.
No.
Ma'am,
Units.
6,000.
6,000.
6,000. Very good. 6,000 units into how many weeks?
4 weeks.
4 weeks. Very good. Into how many units? Oh, sorry. Rate. What is the rate?
72, ma'am.
72.
How
72.
did you calculate 72? You have to write it in the
Ma'am.
brackets.
Yes, ma'am.
Huh. So how did you calculate? Tell me first and then write it in the bracket.
Ma'am, 80% of 90.
Very good. 80% of 90 per unit. 90 per unit we will take into 80%. 90 into 80% is 72. So what things will be multiplied? 6,000 into 72 into 4 weeks. So what is your answer for creditors?
17 lakh
lakh
28,000.
You can check from here. 17 lakhs 28,000. Okay, next. Now 20% creditors are paid in advance. So how will you treat it as current asset or current liability?
Current asset.
Very good. Go to current assets. Go to current assets. Write down advance received from creditors. Sorry, advance paid to creditors. Sorry. To creditors, we always pay them. Write down advance paid to creditors. Okay. Now, how many units?
6,000.
Number of weeks?
4.
Very good. And rate?
18.
18. How did you calculate 18? You have to
20.
make a bracket.
90% of 20. Sorry. 20% of 90, ma'am.
90. 20% of 90. 90 is raw material ka per unit. And 90 into 20%, it will be 18, 18. So how many things will be multiplied? 3 figures. 6,000 into 4 weeks into 18 per unit. So what is your answer?
4 lakh
Ma'am, like
32,000.
32,000.
See this point. Advance payment to creditors, and the answer will be 4,32,000. Is this your answer? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Next point is last. Bank balance is to be maintained 60,000. Where it will go?
Current assets, ma'am.
Very good.
Current
Bank
asset.
balance means current asset. It is my money which is kept in bank account. So it is business money. Okay. So this has to be treated as current asset. Go in current assets, write down bank balance, 60,000 directly in the amount column, outer column. I think all points are covered. Yes, all points are covered.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now tell me what is gross working capital? That is total current assets.
Ma'am, 1 crore 87. Sorry, 1 crore 87 lakh 8,000.
Very good. Very good. 1 crore 87 lakhs 8,000. You can check from here. Look at the screen. You can check from here. 1 crore 87 lakhs 8,000 is my gross working capital, which is known as total current assets also. And put it as A, bracket A. Show it with symbol A. Okay. Now add all current liabilities and tell me the total.
Ma'am, 40,000. 40 lakh 8,000.
40 lakh 8,000.
Very good.
Yes, ma'am.
Now A minus B. A is current asset, B is current liability. A minus B will be net working capital requirement.
Ma'am, 1 crore 47
7
lakh.
lakhs. 1 crore 47 lakhs. This is your net working capital requirement. Now, everybody is done?
Yes, ma'am.
Done? Sure. Now, we will start with MTBF method. Calculation of, write down calculation of MTBF. In exam, you have to write full form. Maximum permissible bank finance. How they will ask you? See, look at the question. Look at the question, see. And how will you finance the working capital? Finance means how much loan will be given by the bank. Okay, according to the working capital of the company. So this is the question. This is how they will ask you. So if this statement is given, how will you finance the working capital? If this statement is given, that means you have to calculate MPBF. And in MPBF, how many methods are there? How many methods are
Three,
there?
ma'am.
Three.
Three.
Three
Three.
methods are there. Three methods are there. Very good. So we will calculate all three methods if four current assets are given. Now in this question, I have given you four current assets. If you remember, I have given you four current assets. Remember? Do you remember? Yes or no? Yes, am I audible? Guys, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. There is little network issue from my side. Okay. Let us see calculation of MPBF. I have given you, see, if they tell you this statement, if this statement is given in the question, how will you finance the working capital? That means you have to calculate all three methods of MPBF. And third method will be calculated only if core current assets are given. So did I give you core current asset in this question?
Yes, ma'am.
So you will calculate third method also. Okay. Now tell me method number one. What is the formula? 75% of net working capital requirement. So current assets minus current liabilities. What is your current asset? Come on, tell me quickly.
Ma'am, one crore
Hmm.
87 lakh 8,000.
Okay. Okay. Very good. And what is your current liability? Yes.
40 lakh 8,000.
40 lakhs
40
8,000.
lakh
Very good. So what is your net current assets minus current liability? What is your net working capital requirement?
Ma'am, 1 lakh
1 crore
48,000.
47 lakh.
1
Very
crore
good.
47,000.
Very
Lakhs, sorry.
lakhs. 1 crore 47 lakhs. So what is 1 crore 47 lakhs ka 75 percentage?
1 crore 10 lakh 25,000.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it correct the way I'm writing on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So 1 crore 10 lakhs 25,000. So this is according to method number one. This much finance can be given by the bank. Okay. Now next. Next method number two is 75% of current assets minus current liabilities. Okay. Now, first of all, what are current assets? 1 crore 87 lakhs 8,000. So what is 75% of 1 crore 87 lakhs 8,000? Can you tell me 75% of current assets?
Ma'am,
1 crore 40 lakh
हाँ,
31,000.
1 crore 40 lakhs. Again, 40 lakhs
31,000, ma'am.
31,000. And my liabilities are 40 lakhs 8,000. So I will write here
Yes,
minus current liabilities. So 1 crore 40 lakhs 31,000 is 75% of current assets minus current liabilities are 40 lakhs 8,000. So my final answer will be
ma'am. 1 crore
hmm,
23,000.
23,000 नहीं 23 lakhs ना
1 crore 23,000 है. 0 आ गया, मैम, लाख
अच्छा
के जगह.
ठीक है ये 0 है और ये 23,000 है बराबर है सबने वेरीफाई किया प्लीज वेरीफाई करो राइट है कि नहीं
Yes, ma'am. Right.
okay now 75% of third method is 75% in the bracket you will write current assets minus core current assets look at the formula 75% bracket core current asset minus core current assets minus current liabilities. So now here I will write current assets. Current assets are 1 crore 87 lakhs 8,000 minus. Now core current assets. I have given you the last statement, H point. Read out. Somebody can read out for me? Can somebody read
Yes,
out?
ma'am.
Tell me.
Ma'am,
Last
core
H
current assets are
at 20
20%.
percentage. Very good. Now 20 percentage of what? They have not disclosed anything. If this point is given, if this statement is given, how will you calculate? See, core current assets are 20 percentage. It is understood core current assets 20 percentage of current assets only. So 1 crore 87 lakhs 8,000 into 20 percentage. Tell me. 1 crore 87 lakhs 8,000 into 20 percentage. It would be 3 lakhs, sorry,
3
37
lakh
lakhs
uh,
41,000.
41,600.
Very good. And how did you calculate this 37 41 600? You have to show it in
Ma'am,
brackets somewhere. Somewhere means maybe
okay.
here. Uh, See, you can write here. Core current assets are 20 percentage of current assets. If it is not disclosed, means current assets. So how did you find 20 percentage of 1 crore 87 lakhs 8,000? So it would be 1 crore 87 lakhs 8,000 ka 20 percentage. How much it would be? Is equals to, what is your answer? 37 lakhs 41,600. Did you understand how we need to find it?